For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check out g2a.com, and if you need any Ultimate Team coins, then head over to FIFA. The code CHES will get you a discount on both sites, and all links are down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again, and welcome to episode number 9 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 15. We're in fantastic form so far, picking up more wins yesterday despite the day before unfortunately being knocked out of the Capital One Cup on Saturday evening against Everton. We currently sit 3rd in the table. Today's opponents are local rivals Stevenage. Away from home should be a difficult game, but they've not had the best of starts so far this season. As you saw from the previous graphic, currently sat 20th in League 2, not doing very well at all. They've got a bit of threat up top in the shape of Lee Barnard, but we should be able to cope with him defensively. We've been pretty solid at the back so far this year, keeping a few clean sheets and also picking up points by scoring goals. We've had to rely on Tom Elliott a lot over the past few days because, of course, Kwesi Appiah was unfortunately injured in the game against Everton on Saturday evening, but he is back on the bench today, so should he get the chance to come on, hopefully he'll be able to have a positive impact. But that is the best goal I've ever seen on any FIFA ever. We've scored and gone 1-0 up here. No, it's the best goal ever. I'm not having it any other way. That is quite possibly the most retarded goal I've ever seen on any FIFA ever. If ever you needed any proof that goalkeepers were broken on FIFA 15, that is it right there. So we're 1-0 up and inside the opening 20 minutes, trying to make it 2 if we possibly can. Perhaps that just sums up Stevenage's season so far. Diallo breaks into the box, finds Robbie Simpson, great first touch, even better second touch as he fires it into the far bottom corner to make it Cambridge 2, Stevenage 0 in the 27th minute. We were absolutely rampant here. Harrison Dunk pushing forward, gets the ball stolen off him, but he nicks it back again. Dink over the top to Robbie Simpson. He's in behind. Another accomplished finish from Robbie, who's really stepped up to the plate since Kwesi Appiah went out injured. He scored the goal to get us through in the Capital One Cup against Hartlepool earlier on in the year, and that is a top finish from a striker bang in form. Kwesi's going to have his work out actually to get himself back into the starting lineup. Simpson trying to turn provider here, knocking the ball over the top towards Tom Elliott, races away. This time the goalkeeper is able to make a decent save and stop us from scoring with every single attempt we've had on goal so far this game, even scoring with attempts we haven't even made considering the opening goal. But Calvin Zola backheels the ball there to Chris Welpdale, who unfortunately for them fires wide. That was their first chance of the game in the 76th minute, so it was time to bring on Kwesi Appiah back from injury, and Jack Grealish was on as well as a substitute to come on through the middle. Actually, I think I moved him out to the right and pushed Donaldson inside to make up for taking off the other central midfield. And actually, Kwesi Appiah, the one substitute, threads through Jack Grealish, the other substitute, to round the game off to make it 4-0 in the 87th minute. A truly dominant performance away from home at Stevenage, something that we haven't done at Stevenage actually as a Cambridge team for quite a while. But a lovely dink ball. Kwesi comes close to scoring a goal for himself as well on his return to the first team, only a matter of inches away, striking the base of the post. So I think all round that is probably the best game we've had all season long so far. Delighted with the way we handled ourselves away from home against a local rival. Admittedly, a team that aren't doing very well, but still, you can only beat, what is that, please? You can only beat what's in front of you, and that's exactly what we did, and we beat them well 4-0. So we come back to the Abbey Stadium for the second game of the episode, and this time it's going to be against a more difficult opposition in the shape of Portsmouth. Kwesi was reinstated into the first team for this game. After the way Robbie Simpson started in the previous game, scoring 2, I felt pretty bad about taking him out, but the way Kwesi came on after being injured and immediately set up a goal and had a chance himself hitting the post, I felt that he perhaps earned a chance to get his first team spot back. So I popped him back up top, and I just cannot drop Tom Elliott right now. He's just scoring goals in almost every single game he plays, so he has to start, and Kwesi is going to come close to taking us 1-0 in front in this game as well in the opening 20 minutes or so. It's only a top save by the goalkeeper, tipping it over the crossbar to stop us from taking the lead. And then we come close to getting it again. Kwesi involved there as the shot rebounds down to him, has the shot blocked by the goalkeeper and hooked clear by a defender. But we're continuing to be on top again in this one. Kwesi Appiah is going to play the ball inside to Tom Champion, pushing forward from centre mid, drawing another good save out of the goalkeeper, and we stay on top in this one. Portsmouth were better defensively than Stevenage, but still couldn't really create anything going up the other way. We've been really solid defensively in the past few games, and it's something that we needed. We've obviously lost 2 games so far in League 2 despite sitting in the promotion places, and we have been knocked out of the Capital One Cup thanks to unfortunately losing to Everton, although I guess technically that was on penalties. We did keep Everton despite all of their chances to only one goal. So defensively we're quite good, and offensively we're quite good as well, especially for the stature of a side that have only just come up from, of course, the league below the year before. So pleased with how things are going so far this season. Jack Grealish is going to whip the corner in. Tom Elliott, the man that cannot stop scoring, does it again to give us a 1-0 lead in the 64th minute here at home against Portsmouth, and that was going to round out the game. We are going to get 3 points from both games today. Quite different scenarios or different scorelines, a 4-0 away from home and a 1-0 at home, but neither team actually threatened us at the back so far, or not even so far, just at the end, because of course it's Monday and we have a squad report on a Monday. If you want to pause the video at any particular point to have a closer look at any of the players on screen, to have a look at their stats in more detail, then feel free to do so. A few players are starting to grow quite nicely actually, and other players like Luke Garbutt that are in on loan are also growing nicely as well. Unfortunately, Michael Nelson's physical stats are starting to drop off, but he is still my main centre-back, so he's not going to be going anywhere at all. Harrison Duncan sees a few players are growing quite nicely. You say +2s and +1s across the board there on technical and physical stats, but not going up overall. A man that has gone up overall is Tom Elliott, who is banging the goals in so far. Kwesi Appiah gets even faster as his acceleration goes up one. Matty Blair actually has impressed me so far this season. I was not going to start him often, or actually I was planning on barely using him at all, but he's been really, really good for us. And a few other players around about the squad growing quite nicely as well. Jack Grealish is growing, of course, on loan as well. We've got 2 players on loan from Barclays Premier League sides this season. Jack Grealish from Aston Villa and Luke Garbutt from Everton, and both of them are doing very well for us and growing quite nicely as well. Disappointing to see Luke Chadwick's physical stats dropping there as well. Unfortunately, it seems that player stats start to drop when they get to kind of 32, 33 now, rather than as early on as 30. So it is an improvement in the career mode engine, but it still would be nice if it didn't happen to every single player. If occasionally a player that could go all the way to 34, 35 while still maintaining all of his stats, that would be nice. But clearly it's too much really for FIFA or EA to be able to handle right now. But we're getting there. Career mode is definitely the mode of choice this year. Ultimate Team is broken as shit, so a lot of people are really not enjoying that, but everyone seems to be loving career mode that's playing it so far this year, and we really are as well. Doing well here at Cambridge United. Everyone's growing. Even the 2 players that are out on loan are starting to grow quite nicely as well, and we are going to be looking to perhaps sell on a couple more players in January just to drum up some extra funds. I want to go on a cup run in the Johnson's Paint Trophy as well to try and drum up some extra funds, because we need them to bring in some extra players, because we've had to rely on loans this year, and 3 or 4 different players will be leaving the squad at the end of the year, obviously when they go back to their parent clubs, and we'll need replacements for them next season. So we need to make sure that we get some extra money in at the club. Obviously a higher league finish and or promotion would go towards that, and we currently sit second, so really pleased with how things are going so far. We've got a couple of really tough games coming up. I know we've got Burton in the next episode or 2, so that'll be a big test of where we are right now as a club, but so far so good. So fingers crossed you guys are enjoying the series. I'm definitely enjoying making it, so if you are enjoying, feel free to hit the like button and of course subscribe if you haven't already. There was a rather important game in the Chelsea career mode uploaded earlier on today as well, the Barclays Premier League title decider, so check that if you haven't seen it already. There will be a link in the bottom left hand side of your screen to the previous episode in this series, but of course everything is available on the channel, and we upload 2 videos every single day of the week without fail. So feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram or Facebook to stay bang up to date with everything that happens on the channel. Links to all those will be in the description down below. But that is going to bring today's Monday entertainment to an end. We'll be back with another episode of Chelsea tomorrow and my player as well. But for now, that's all from me, and I'll see you next time.